Hi, I'm Jori Mayer with the Dufur Mayer Group, and I'm a realtor specializing in Santa Clara County in the Bay Area, California. Santa Clara County is a huge area with a lot of microclimates when it comes to real estate, so I'm going to break down some of the major cities for you one by one since they can perform quite differently from each other. So, here's your market update for Morgan Hill, September 2023. The average sales price for single-family homes, townhomes, and condos in Morgan Hill in September was $1.35 million, up a little bit from last month, and continuing the general slow and steady upward movement of prices in Morgan Hill overall for this year. The number of properties for sale in Morgan Hill in September was 47, which was just 2 less than August, but down 18% since September of last year, which is a huge drop. This incredibly low inventory is the reason that home prices are staying competitively high in the face of persistently high interest rates. And it could be seen as good news for both buyers and sellers, as sellers are still able to get the sales prices that they want, and buyers have an opportunity to buy with less competition and should be able to refinance as rates go down over the coming years. Of course, the high interest rates are causing a huge affordability issue, which is the major struggle that buyers are facing right now. Average days on market was 18, which is pretty low compared with August, which had average days on market of 31. And this is an important metric for sellers to be aware of, so if you're thinking about selling, just make sure this is something you're keeping an eye on, because if you're planning to purchase a house contingent on selling your current house, you need to have an expectation for how long it might take for you to accept an offer on the house that you're selling. That timing is going to be a big factor. 34 properties sold in Morgan Hill in September, but only 29 new properties were listed, so that's going to contribute to the feeling that there just aren't many homes to choose from, which is what I'm hearing from my clients a lot recently. And speaking of low inventory, I have a buyer looking for a single-story home in Gilroy or Morgan Hill, so if you have a single-story house that you're thinking about selling, let me know and maybe it would work for my client. I expect we're going to see strong numbers in October, and then I think we'll probably see a seasonal slowdown in November and December. We usually do. And barring anything unexpected, I think we'll probably see a strong spring with persistent high interest rates, at least through the first half of next year, and continued gradual price increases. If you're listening to other market reports and you hear any market reports that discuss list price to sales price ratio, and they aren't also providing a statistic for how many properties have price reductions, make sure you take it with a grain of salt. A lot of sellers are still having a hard time understanding where prices are at specifically right now, which is understandable. Prices have changed a lot over the last couple of years, up and down. So we're seeing a lot of list price reductions right now, and then after the price is reduced, if the property then sells at or above the new list price, it would look like it sold at or above list price in a list price to sales price ratio report. But that doesn't tell the whole story if you're not looking also at the statistic of how many homes had price reductions. So just don't make the mistake of thinking that list price reductions mean that prices are going down, because in many cases it just means that those homes were overpriced to begin with. If you're thinking about selling, I would sell either this month or maybe wait until the spring. And if you're planning to purchase, I think any time this year is a great opportunity to buy. If prices continue to slowly increase like they are right now and you purchase now, you'll be taking advantage of the lowest prices you might see for a while, again, barring anything unexpected. And you should be able to refinance as rates slowly go down over the next couple years. And if you're planning to sell and buy, I think any time is good. Just remember that when you're selling and purchasing at the same time, the same market factors are going to affect you on both the purchase and the sale if you're staying in the same geographic area. So if you're selling and buying, I wouldn't stress about the timing. Thank you so much for joining me on this Morgan Hill Market Report, and I would love to hear your comments and questions below. If you found this market update useful, make sure to subscribe and follow my channel, and I'll keep you in the loop on the Morgan Hill real estate market.